Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're just gonna jump into my makeup tutorial. I don't really know what I'm doing, and I typically don't know what I'm doing because I tend to work best under pressure, it seems like. Okay, so I decided I want to do something dark and smoky. I was going back and forwards between playing with my, what is it called? Dead Cute collection. I had to look again. Dead Cute collection or Devour, and I think Devour was just calling my name a little bit harder, so that's what we're going to play with today. These are the shades that we're going to be going through. They are immaculate, they are gorgeous, they are stunning. First things first, we're going to prime. I had a new primer that I was going to try with you guys, and I have no idea where it went. I tried it one time already and I actually quite enjoyed it. It was the brand new, well, it was new to me, Unearthly Cosmetics, like shimmer stick stuff. And I don't know if my cat took it and hid it somewhere. I can't find it anywhere. So instead, I was going to try this Milk makeup primer today. I wanted to see what this, little grip primer was going to be all about. And as always, I always only do one eye at a time. I like to do my makeup that way. It's the easiest when I'm filming a tutorial because if I make a mistake, I can just go back and wipe it off and start over. And it's super nice. This is actually my first time using the Milk primer, and I'm actually kind of shocked. I thought it was going to be more grippy in texture for the eyeshadow primer, but I actually like the texture, and the reason why I bought it was for concealer because I read that it was really good for concealer. I'm happy, I'm excited. It does feel way more hydrating than a typical eyeshadow primer, so I'm excited to see if it actually works well with this specific, with my eyeshadows. I mean, like if it's going to be better just for foundation or like concealer, or if it's actually going to be good for my eyeshadows as well. I already zoomed you in, so I'm thinking today I want to play with the shade Devour and Carnivore. I want to play with something. I don't know. I'm thinking like Heather's brain is thinking, let's do like a very sexy kind of, I don't know. It's going to be a cat eye situation because that just looks best on my eyes. I'm just going to pick up the shade Carnivore right away. And I'm just going to stamp her down. That is a really pretty color. That is a very, very pretty color. Ooh, and I quite like how the Milk primer's grabbing the eyeshadow. I think it like intensifies it really nicely. Ooh, trouble. We're having trouble here because this might be my new favorite. What do you mean? What do you mean? You know what? Yeah, okay. That's cute. I want to go for like a heavier bottom eye today. I know like bangs and everything, hair is giving more of like a Betty vibe, but I kind of just want to do like a more like goth cabaret vibe maybe. Yeah, that sounds hot. As you notice, I'm like looking directly into my mirror. I'm using the palette and I'm just following where my actual crease is. Here, following the crease. I don't want to create a different shape. I want to follow my shape. And I want to go, this is the shape I want. Yeah, that's cute. That is the shape we're going to go for. Okay. I haven't really done like a maroony purple eyeshadow tutorial in a hot minute. So I thought, why not? Why wouldn't I do that? That sounds amazing. Yeah, I love that. I love that it has like, it's like, boop, I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. That's how I described it. Hopefully we're going to be doing something different today because I always do the same thing, and I want to do something different, so hopefully this is different. Okay. Yeah, I'm in love with this shape that I created. It's not quite like as foxy. It's a little bit more like pulled this way, which I quite like it because I actually think it makes my eye look bigger. Maybe foxy isn't the thing for me anymore. We'll see. That's not true. I'm gonna do whatever I want no matter what I want anyways. Do I want to close it off on the inside or do I want to keep it wide? You know what I am gonna do? I am gonna do some kind of funky thing, but I'm gonna do it differently. Picking up a very small angle brush, I'm gonna see where the crease is, and instead of making a rounded cut crease, I'm gonna do it like this. I've never done like a very harsh shape like this before for any look, really. So let's see if it works, right? If you're watching the video, then you know that it worked. Basically is what's going to be happening here. If you watched it, I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, so when I relax my eye, it's more of like a whoosh. That's kind of cute. That's different. I haven't done anything like that, so let's keep going with it. I might need black though. No, I don't. Heather, you don't need black. You need to get a grip. So basically right now what we're going to be doing is just getting everything dark and opaque, perfecting any shapes that we might need. Right now I'm just trying to make sure that this looks kind of like a straight line when you're looking at it from the side. I want to go for a more graphic look today because why not? I haven't played much into much of the graphic shape as much as I would actually like to, because I do actually love a good graphic eye. Next, I'm going to pick up the shade Devour, which is like way more vibrant, way brighter. And I'm going to pop that right over where I put down Carnivore. And I'm just going to kind of smoke it outwards, like so. Yeah, I like that. It's different. Like, I quite like that. It's quite different. And then just making sure you're blending nicely between the two colors. So patting motions will probably be your best friend for two things: packing color and then doing like a softer controlled blend. And I think I'm gonna do like, yeah, like that. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. It's different. I just hope that the end result is worth it because I'm gonna cry if it's not. Like, if it doesn't turn out and I wasted all this time, I'm gonna be so sad. I think it will turn out, but I'm just saying, what a sad thought. It's really important that when you're doing this to make sure that you're keeping your eye as relaxed as possible. If you move your eye around when you're doing this, you're not gonna get like a straight line. You're gonna get like a wobbly line. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm into that. My brows were a little bit more angular today, so then I was like feeling the angle, if you know what I mean. And I'm so glad I did. I kind of don't want to put color on top unless I'm going to like blend down, but leave it like skin color. I want to keep it as a one palette situation because I know like people don't want to buy a bunch of palettes to make a look. So I figure right now if I just like do my makeup looks based on whatever palette I'm using and only use from there if possible. It gives you a more diverse perspective of the eyeshadow palette than just looking at some of these colors, which can look a little bit intimidating. And then you don't want to get the palette because you're like, oh, I would never use any of these colors. These are crazy. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to do this other color called Prey on the inner corner because I kind of want to break up the maroon, I think, a little bit. And I think if I did a little bit like here, and I follow my crease instead. So don't like go over the crease, just follow the crease. Yeah, like right above it. Don't go crazy. I want to play with like color without getting crazy, hopefully. Follow that shape. And we just want to kind of blend this edge out a little bit. It's okay for this portion of the eye to be a little bit softer. I want to use no color on the lid. Like keep it translucent. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna blend this edge a little bit with the Devour because I want to keep it kind of smoked a little bit. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. So I'm thinking like totally translucent, skin poking through shimmer. And I'm kind of torn because I wanted to play with that purple, but I don't think it's going to go with this. So I'm thinking the teal. It's called Instinct. I'm going to pick up the shade Instinct, which is like a teal shimmer. And I'm going to apply that all over the lid. Like so. I want to pick up another like little paddle brush situation. And I want to pick up the shade Ravage and put it out here. And I'm kind of blending them into each other very, very carefully. You don't want to overblend because then you'll get this like weird kind of muddy color. And I'm sure no one wants the weird muddy color. I'm sure everybody wants the pretty shimmery goodness that is Unearthly Cosmetics sparkles. Like seriously, look at how pretty they are. Kind of have that down. I love that. But then I'm thinking about putting Bite right over the top. Yeah. Right over the top. And it's kind of a great shade to blend those two together, I think. They have a lot of similarities and differences in this little brightening shimmer. Yeah, that's very pretty. Okay, so that's kind of the vibe. I want to add this darker one called Consume to the inner corner to create kind of like a cat eye shape inside. Yeah. And my thing is I just want to take the edge here and just kind of blend so it's not so intense. Very, very soft is what I'm looking for. So that way when I go to blend it into my foundation and concealer, it's not so crazy. What do we think so far? I'm going to do my other eye off camera and I will see you back with the finished look. What do you think about the finished look? So I wanted to play with the funky shape. I thought it would be fun to do something a little different. It's a little bit more like punk rock, glam rock style, a little bit more edgy, different. Has the graphic shape. I still have the sparkle. It took everything in me to not put sparkle here, to put sparkle there. I just wanted the sparkle on the lid. As you can see, I did 3 sparkles. And then I also put sparkles here, but only where I had applied blush, not here where it's totally matte and there's just like a perfect, like, clean line of color there. Let me know your thoughts about this makeup look in the comments below. Is it something you would wear? Is it interesting? Like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, smash the notification bell so you don't miss an upload from me, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!